Hi, Ernie with you with Mi2Sense. And hey, TikTok family, welcome back. Long time no see. It's good to see you again. Hopefully, it's good for you to see me as well. Hey, we don't know how this all came about, etc. We know that they've been working on banning TikTok for a while, ever since the chair of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, uh, Michael McCall, wrote the TikTok ban bill. But before he released that bill, he invested $1 million into Meta, so maybe they had something to do with it. There's a lot of speculation on who has something to do, whatever. But the platform is back. We have a 90-day reprieve. It gives us an opportunity to continue to express ourselves, and it gives us an opportunity to continue to build community. I will be working towards YouTube. I'm transferring a lot of my videos from that I did on TikTok to YouTube to give it some history before I actually really start working the YouTube thing. I'll still do the TikTok thing though. But it's good to be back. Good to see you. Anyway, this weekend was a pretty exciting weekend for some. Other than the temporary shutdown that TikTok had, we had the women's marches. Of course, us melanated people, we took a break, but the marches seemed to be pretty well attended throughout the country. So that was pretty cool. Also, I'm a sports nut, so there's some exciting NFL football playoff games this weekend. Really exciting. Got my juices going. But the one big thing that happened this weekend was the minstrel show. Yeah, there was a minstrel show in Washington, D.C. this past weekend. So for you young folks, minstrel shows. See, the era where MAGA wants to bring us back to, well, they put on a minstrel show to show that era. So they want to kind of put us in our place, per se. So back in the day, wealthy landowners or slave owners, they would have their little soirees or parties, whatever they have, and they would like to be entertained. And 80% of the times, it would be through minstrel shows, and those minstrel shows would be the white person in blackface trying to depict us black people, or black people in general who don't mind cooning, skinning, and grinning and entertaining the white folk, the rich white folk, who could care less about them, who don't give a fuck about them. Just want them to give them the laughs, give them the feel good, entertain them. And so there was a minstrel show in D.C., and it consisted of 4 actual black men who decided to do the cooning in front of rich white oligarchs who have no clue what they're talking about when they're doing their raps. They may know a hook or two, but that's about it. Who were most of them were older people. I'm a baby boomer. I'm 67 years old. I am from the band era, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Cameo, and Funkadelic Parliament. I'm from that era, or the Jackson Five, or the Commodores, or even some Aretha Franklin. Luther Vandross. I'm from that era. Now, I don't mind hip hop. I'm an old club DJ from 79 to 80 to 91. Also, I'm a radio guy, so I have no problems with all the genres of music. I just am very more familiar with my genre of music. But anyway, the hip hop community took a big hit this weekend because the 4 minstrels, they were from the hip hop community, that being Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, Nelly, and Snoop Dogg. Rick Ross and Soulja Boy, like I said, I'm not from the hip hop community. They could be big. I don't know. Maybe they needed some change, because people do strange things that are strange for change. But that's still a sellout, you know. Nelly. Now, Nelly, he may not have needed some change. He got some pretty good stuff out there. I'm quite sure he gets some good royalties. I know my internet radio station, I play his stuff. And then there's Snoop Dogg. And he's the top of the heap. Okay, so You know, he ain't the same Snoop Dogg that was in the movie Baby Boy. He ain't the same Snoop Dogg that hung around Dr. Dre and so forth. He ain't the same Snoop Dogg from LBC or whatever, wherever he's from in California. You know, he's moved on. He's now Martha Stewart Snoop Dogg. He's a spokesperson for T-Mobile. He signed a big contract with NBC. He was a big in terms of their coverage of the Summer Olympics last summer. Every time he was on in front of a camera, it was $500,000. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You know, and now he's going to be the part of the Super Bowl coverage for NBC. He definitely didn't need any change. That's a complete sellout. He just totally forgot where the fuck he came from. I mean, just totally forgot where the fuck he came from. But this whole minstrel show is a slap in the black community face because we already had to deal with the Mississippi Valley State University who's performing in this farce of an inauguration that's happening today. And we had to deal with the minstrel show that happened over the weekend. It's a slap in the black community face. It's a gut punch, but we could take those punches and we could take those slaps because we just move on. They are not invited to the cookout. I'm sorry. They're just not. You know, when you belittle yourself, we have no seat at the table in this administration, not one. And when you pan the audience of these video clips and so forth, you don't see nobody black. What's up with that? And these people don't support them other than want to have somebody to laugh at, to talk about, because they probably talk about them like dogs, whatever the case may be, while they're up there skinning and grinning, you know, doing their thing. That's a minstrel show. And that's what we witnessed in 2025. 2025. A minstrel show. What the fuck? We just don't stop. Us black people. We got to. Listen, entertainers and athletes don't speak for the black community. They entertain us and we support them, but they don't speak for us. They're not our leaders. But white media, they haven't gotten that memo. That memo's been out for decades. They still haven't gotten it. Maybe they just can't read. I don't know. Speaking of mainstream media, today being the inauguration of FOTUS, the felon of the United States, and his oligarchy, who is going to be in charge of us. Some fucked up shit. But because of that, it's a blackout day. Today, I'm wearing black because we are mourning the demise of democracy. That's why it's a blackout day. Ain't watching nothing regarding the mainstream media. As a matter of fact, boycott all your major networks. Anybody who is recording, I mean, not recording, but anybody who is showing this farce of an on, just ignore it all. Boycott this motherfucker. Boycott it. Boycott mainstream media totally. They fucked us. They got their golden egg. We want that golden egg to fucking crack. We want the egg to crack. So let's boycott that motherfucker. Boycott all mainstream media all day today. Don't want to hear shit. Today we honor a great man, the late but great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We honor him and all the things that he did because these motherfuckers want to take away everything that he fought for us. So that's who we honor, the late but great Martin Luther King Jr. I got on my black. I'm a black father, I'm a black leader, and I'm a black king. Hopefully you are too, black kings or black queens. Anyway, I'm Ernie. I just gave you my 2 cents. I'll be talking with you folks again until the next time. You all take care. Hold your head up high, spread joy, spread love, and love one another. And remember that school teaches you a lesson, then gives you a test. Life gives you a test that teaches you a lesson. Hopefully, we're learning this lesson. We're rebounding from it. Ciao for now.